So while watching the tag team match between Mercedes, Athena versus Willow and Harley, I realized that in this one match were all three of the best contenders to become the first Black AEW Women's World Champion. It would be completely reasonable for any of these three absolute titans to gain that honor. But among these three, one of them has already broken a barrier in AEW. We'll get to that soon. Of course, my nerd-ass brain needed to know in the other major companies who were the first Black champions. Now in WWE, most people are going to know who the first Black men's world champion was, and that was The Rock, of course, who defeated Mankind to pick up the title and make history. For women, it was Jacqueline, who won the title off of Sable in 1998. Now in AEW, we have a unique situation because of the acquisition of Ring of Honor. So most people might recognize Swerve Strickland as the first Black men's world champion, but surprisingly, he's actually not the first Black world champion under the AEW banner. That distinction actually goes to Jonathan Gresham, who was actually the ROH world champion when AEW purchased ROH. He would go on to lose it to Claudio Castagnoli in the first pay-per-view under AEW, but nonetheless, when AEW took over ROH, Gresham was the champion, and for a brief time, he was a world champion in AEW. And for women, it was also in ROH. In fact, she still is. This time, it was a willing decision from AEW, as Athena defeated Mercedes Martinez in 2022, and she's still the champion to this day in one of the most legendary runs in women's wrestling history. Now, out of the members of this tag match, Athena's not the only one to have made major history in another company. But first, let's go to TNA, which also has another unique situation. So technically, the first Black TNA World Champion was actually R-Truth. He was going by the name Ron Killings at the time, but if you look at the lineage of the TNA World Heavyweight Championship, he won't be in it. Because from 2002, the foundation of TNA, to 2007, TNA was formed in collaboration with the NWA. So the NWA World Champion would also be the TNA World Champion. So technically every NWA champion from 02 to 07 was also TNA champion. He defeated Ken Shamrock in 2002 to win the title. Now for women, the first TNA Knockouts champion was Awesome Kong, who defeated Gail Kim in 2007 to win the title. Now CMLL has not had a Black men's world champion, but the first Black women's world champion was Willow Nightingale, who won the vacant title in 2024 in a triple threat match with Juvia and Viva Vaughn. Now in New Japan, the only Black IWGP world champ was Bob Sapp, more famous for his MMA work, but did a decent amount of wrestling as well. He defeated Kensuke Sasaki in 2004 to win the title. Now in Stardom, which is under the same ownership as New Japan, both companies' first ever Black women's world champion was Mercedes Moné, who defeated Kairi Sane in 2023 to win the title. And as of this recording,